Well, a common ingredient used in a host of some of your favorite products may soon be given what amounts to a black mark. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, part of the World Health Organization, set to declare aspartame as, quote, possibly carcinogenic to humans. The artificial sweetener currently used in products from Diet Coke to Mars Extra chewing gum and beyond. So here now to discuss what this designation would mean for this very widely used and widely consumed sweetener is Dr. Frita Fisher. Dr. Fisher, thank you so much for your time. How concerned should these calorie-free soda drinkers be, or gum chewers be? You know, fill in the blank, because it's used in so many things.
Oh my goodness, it's used so widely. The aspartame is an artificial sweetener that's been used since the 1970s. And like you said, it's in cola, it's in gum, it's in cereals. And because it has the no calories, it's been something very helpful as far as keeping people from gaining a lot of weight or keeping them from having added sugar. Here's how concerned we should be. We don't know yet. We know that everything in life and in medicine is about risks and benefits. So it's not just about it being possibly declared as a possible carcinogen or a possible cancer-causing agent. We need to know how possible it is. So this committee you mentioned for the World Health Organization has also called some other controversial things possibly carcinogenic. And I'll tell you what, they say that things are probably carcinogenic, like working overnight and eating red meat. Okay, that's one of their categories. They have labeled in the category of possibly carcinogenic using cell phones. Okay, and so the aspartame is about to possibly be in the same category. What's really important is for us to wait and to see the review, to see if we're talking about cancer in mice, to see the percentage of people. In 1981, they did declare that aspartame had a possibility of a risk of cancer, but it was a huge amount. So that's going to be important. It was 40 milligrams per kilogram, which would be the equivalent of someone who weighs 132 pounds drinking 12 to 36 cans of soda with aspartame a day. And so I don't want everyone to get alarmed, but let's pay attention and really find out how risky the aspartame is.
Although I will say there are certainly some people who can go through a case of soda in a day easily. Dr. Fisher, you know, you mentioned the fact that this is used in so many things. It's been used for decades, but for those same amount of decades, there have been questions about artificial sweeteners. I mean, I can think back to hearing about them. So why now? Why is this happening now?
You know, I really don't know why now. And we know that just a month ago, there was a report put out saying that using artificial sweeteners was not helpful for weight loss. There's just been so much scrutiny going on. And there was a study, a French study, that reviewed about 100,000 patients, where they showed that patients who took in aspartame had a slightly higher risk of cancer. And so it's just a matter of figuring out how high that risk is. Here's my concern. If you are a person who's been using these zero-calorie sweeteners and it's been helping you to maintain your weight and not have a lot of added sugar, well, that's possibly been preventing you from being a person living with obesity, which would put you at high risk for diabetes, kidney disease, heart disease, strokes. The concern is that if we wipe aspartame off the market, and I'm not suggesting that that's what's going to happen, but if people stop using aspartame, what if they go to added sugar, and now you have an increased risk for obesity and a whole other list. Yes. My point is, be very, very careful as far as absolutes and really weigh out the benefits and risks for us as individuals. And so I'm looking forward to the reports that should come out on July 14th so that all scientists and physicians can take a really careful look at the data and we can counsel our patients on if they should ban aspartame or just be very careful about the use of it.
All right, my last question for you, just really quickly, yes or no. Knowing what you do about aspartame, are you comfortable drinking it or consuming it?
Right now, I am comfortable drinking it, but not in large amounts.
All right.
Not in large amounts.
There you go, Dr. Frita Fisher. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.